Happy April. It's April 1st. It's the first day of my kids back in school after spring break, and I'm just so excited to be here with you. If this is the first time you're watching me live, my name is Mori, and I show up here with you almost every Tuesday to bring you some awareness tidbits about what's going on and how you can start noticing the subconscious programming taking over you when you're in certain situations, especially past traumas, fears, etc. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about this pattern I notice my kids do, and this week I've noticed it show up in my clients' lives too. So this is something that if you can tap into it, it will shift and change the way you do life and the way you do relationships. And maybe you will also start understanding why you have some issues with some specific relationships. So, I have three little kids, and they each have their own thought patterns and the way they deal with things. And it's very interesting to see, especially the difference between boys and girls and how they interact. But what's across the board, when they do something that they're not very proud of or they're not very happy with themselves, they immediately go and blame somebody else. And this is a natural response to not wanting to take responsibility and feel the pain that you caused yourself. And so a lot of times they lash out normally on me or on my husband or on their sibling because they're not capable mentally to realize that, okay, I did something that's not okay. Okay, I created a situation in my life. Okay, now I need to look at this and shift it and change it, right? They don't have the mental capacity to do that. And because a lot of us haven't learned to do that in our own life, this shows up in our patterns now in relationships. So what does that look like? This week, I had at least 3 or 4 clients that dealt with issues coming from their spouses reflecting on their relationship. And it was the same kind of energy, the same kind of deal. You're not happy with a situation that's happening at work. You're not happy with a situation that's happening with your children. You're not happy with a financial situation that's occurring, and you take it out on your husband. And as women, a lot of times we have some issues with our hormones and we're not feeling good in our bodies, and we take it out on our spouses. And so this is really a good time to notice that the person that loves you the most is normally the mirror to what you don't want to look at. And when you look at that mirror, and you throw daggers and you blame and you get mad and you fight, it's the internal things you want to say to you that you aren't able to do because mentally the maturity is not there yet, or you weren't taught how to do this, or you don't know how to pay attention to it, or you're just looking to blame instead of looking to feel what's actually going on. Sit with it, process it, and feel it. Okay, so really tune in to when is it that you are avoiding feeling these emotions, feeling these fears, and you are just rejecting and projecting on somebody else instead of going within, tuning in, and processing. Notice when you do this. And what I noticed is that the first thing that suffers is our closest relationships. The closest relationships that we have with our partner, with the person that loves us the most, or with our parents. And so start noticing and ask yourself these questions, because questions lead to awareness. And awareness is the number one nemesis to your subconscious. Ask yourself, by responding this way, what am I avoiding to feel? Ask yourself this response. Where is it really stemming from? What is really going on underneath the surface? And you'll notice if you're asking these questions and you're open with yourself and you're open to see, you'll see what comes up for you. And you'll be like, oh, I actually have a fear here that I'm not lovable. I'm not good enough. Or I'm angry because I'm not really happy with my body and I'm really scared that maybe my partner doesn't like my body. Or maybe I'm not bringing enough money and that's affecting my relationship. So I immediately need to, defend my relationship when it comes to money. There's all these little nuances that run the show in the background. So spring marks the beginning of the year in the zodiac calendar. And it also talks about renewal energy. We have, the spring cleaning. This is spring cleaning time. And I want to invite you to come do spring cleaning internally. It's always about the outer. Cleaning the house, vacuuming, throwing things away. How many times do we do this internally? So I've created this amazing program. It's called the Exodus. The Exodus is really the journey back to you. As a Jew, we celebrate Passover and we read the Exodus story every year to our children. We've been doing this for generations to generations. What if we can start a new tradition where we do our own Exodus story, where we really leave behind everything that makes us a slave to this reality, everything that holds you back, everything that's tying you and binding you down to this reality that isn't working for you? What if you can go on this journey with me of 5 days to really discover who you truly are without the limitations, without the subconscious beliefs, without the fears, without the traumas? What if you could actually reinvent you and start reclaiming you as the promised land, as the gold medal, as the money that you are, as the diamond that you are? So this is for you. If you feel like there are things from your past that are holding you back still, holding you back for being your pure, true, authentic self. If you feel like this reality is confining you, holding you, closing on you, this is where we're going to go into the body and clear those subconscious programs, those subconscious limitations, and it will set you free for life. This is a program that I was putting myself through without even knowing it for years. I would lead myself through these processes, these programs, these questions. And then I realized I actually have a process. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this can change someone's life. So I'm putting it out in the world for you. It's very inexpensive for the amount of information that you're going to receive here and transformation that your body is going to receive. It's like a catapult to really shoot you forward into your life, into this year, to really create the things that you want and bring it to life from a true place to who you are inside. So there's a link in my bio. Come with me on this journey to the promised land that is you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.